We are now 19 weeks into the year 2022, and the United States has had 199 mass shootings. 199 spread over 19 weeks, which means we are averaging a little over 10 mass shootings per week. So if you can also do the weekly math, there's 7 days a week, but 10 mass shootings. So we are essentially experiencing roughly 1.45 mass shootings every single day this year in the United States. A mass shooting every day. Every day. And a mass shooting, according to the research group that put these numbers together, a mass shooting is described as a single event where a single shooter shoots or kills at least 4 people, not including the shooter themselves. So if somebody breaks into a house and shoots 4 people, yes, that is considered a mass shooting in terms of these statistics. 1 a day, little over 1 a day here in the United States. And as we saw this past weekend, some are racially motivated. Others not so much. But here's the one thing they all do have in common: guns. You can't get around that. You can't have a mass shooting without a gun. The readily available firearms that we have in this country is, of course, not only unique to the United States, but so are the mass shootings that they cause. We have a very serious problem, and unfortunately, we don't have enough very serious people in Washington, D.C. willing to address this problem. People like Marjorie Taylor Greene out there this week actually calling for more guns. More guns in response to all of these shootings. More! We want more! We want to be able to open carry every time we walk into a Piggly Wiggly. Right? If we sit down for dinner at Outback, everybody at the table better be strapped in case somebody walks in and we have to start shooting them. Because yeah, cops won't have any idea who the good guy or the bad guy is. They'll just start shooting everybody, as cops tend to do. But even cops want stricter gun control laws here in this country. A majority of Americans want stricter gun laws here in this country. A majority of NRA members want stricter gun laws in this country. We're not saying we're taking them away from you. We're just saying let's have better protections in place so that we can do something to stop the nonstop violence here in the United States. Nobody needs an AR-15 in the United States. That's just a fact. Unless you're working in the military, or you're a member of the National Guard, I guess, maybe, but you don't need to have it at home. You don't need it for hunting. But then the people say, well, we use them for sports. People used to use lawn darts for sports, but we banned those after kids were getting killed by them. And what kind of a sport is that anyway? It's a sport where you get a deadly weapon that could very easily be abused. Okay? We don't need those kinds of sports, folks. I'm sorry, we don't. You don't need it for hunting. You don't need it for protection. If you think you need an AR-15 to protect your home, then I think you need to re-examine your life and maybe take a look at how many people you've pissed off to think that you need to fire off, a couple hundred bullets in a matter of minutes to defend your home. Right? That sounds like a personal problem to me. But here's the kicker about all these mass shootings. Mark Fullman, who is one of the researchers who talked about, or helped compile these statistics, This is what he had to say. The general public views mass shooters as people who are totally crazy, insane. It fits with the idea of snapping, as if these people are totally detached from reality. That's not the case. There's a very rational thought process that goes into planning and carrying out mass shootings. Because isn't that the first instinct of everybody? Like, wow, all these people are crazy. We need better mental health here in the United States, which we do. And it could stop some of these. But these aren't all just people who had a bad day and finally said, screw it, I'm taking this thing into a grocery store. They plan it out. They think about it. There's warning signs, Fullman also tells us. In almost all of these instances, there were warning signs leading up to it that were completely ignored. There's all kinds of things that are being ignored. The problem itself is being ignored. A couple days from now, we won't even be talking about it anymore. The media will have moved on. Politicians will have moved on. The families will not have moved on. But they'll find that their pleas, their pain, they're going to find that all those people who sent them thoughts and prayers in the immediate aftermath, they've already turned their backs on them.